What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So it has been probably like 5 years now since I have done a video. The last one I did was things you need to know before moving to Arizona. So I have been in Arizona now for 5 years on February 9th, if I'm not mistaken. That's when I drove down here. So a lot has transpired, a lot have happened. So we're gonna get right into this video and I'm gonna tell you things you need to know before moving to Arizona and what has changed in the last 5 years. First off, rent, mortgage, whatever, however you want to look at it. Rent is not the same. I think when I moved down here, a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom was like $11.50. Now, we live in a 3-bedroom now. We got a 2.5 bathroom, which is crazy. About the same setup, that same square footage, if not bigger. I think my first house was way bigger than this. It's going for $2,200. Some people paying $4,000, $5,000 for rent out here. 1 bedroom, probably $1,100. You have some places that's even charging $2,000, $2,200 for a studio 1 bedroom. What else? Minimum wage. I think when I got down here, minimum wage was like, let me not lie, I think like 9. About 9. Now minimum wage is at what, $14 or $13.85, somewhere in there, $14.85. I think by year 2025 it'll be at like $15.85. So that has changed. More minimum wage. So I guess that's good for those that care about that. I feel like minimum wage is not meant to be lived off of. You're always supposed to go above, but it's hard out here. So hey, what else? The roads are about the same, but Arizona has built a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of building. I feel like wherever they see dirt, they are starting to build. We have a metal park coming this year. We have a new resort coming this year, and the price of that is ridiculous. Like a room a night for Via Resort is like $500 to $700. Like, I don't understand. That's more than freaking Florida resorts, and I'm sure Florida resorts are nicer, but nevertheless, let's see what else has changed. The weather is still the same, if not hotter. Right now we're getting a lot of rain, but we're still back up into the 60s. About a week ago we was in the 30s, so a lot of people was getting sick. Job wise, I feel like Arizona has a lot of opportunities still to this day. Like, if you want to quit your job, you can find a job the same day. Honestly, if y'all really want me to be honest, like, they have like apps you can work off of that you get paid same day, apps that you can work off of that you get paid a week later. You got some apps that'll pay you every 2 weeks, 1099. A lot of that going on out here. A lot of DoorDash, Uber, anything you can think of, Arizona probably has it when it comes to jobs, whether it's driving to warehouse to working for yourself, things like that. I still feel like it's a very slow state for it to be so big, but it's a lot of people migrating here, like a lot of Midwest, Detroit, Chicago, Philly, Milwaukee, Wisconsin is the same. Just people from the areas that we came from, and I feel like it's getting a little bit more rough. That's just honest. Like, it's a lot of stuff you didn't hear about until like in the last 5 years. There's been so many people migrating here, and I feel like that's why they're building so much. Like, anywhere you look, you're seeing buildings go up. I'm not lying. They have new companies that have bought land here, like the Japanese, the Taiwanese. They have a whole TSMC. If y'all don't know what that is, look it up. It's like a semiconductor company, and they pay a lot of money, but it's like a boot camp. You get what I'm saying? A lot of manufacturing jobs. No automotive jobs still, unless you want to work in the car salesman. What have I learned since I've been here? That Dallas, Texas is right up the street. Like, far as a flight, you could probably find a round trip flight for like $180. I think I paid to go to Dallas, Texas. You're still close to Vegas, which is where the Super Bowl will be held this year. 3-hour drive, sometimes 4. It's crazy. They're doing a lot of construction out here, so it's not the same that it used to be. You're right by Mexico, still the same. What else has changed? It's a lot of more businesses. Like, people are working for themselves a lot more, so you see a lot of the Midwest and East Coast and down south coming up here and opening up their businesses, because one thing for sure, two things for certain: Arizona, like I said, is a big state but slow, but a lot of stuff they don't have out here. Like, if we're gonna be honest, food wise, I would give them a 3 out of a 10 if I could. It's like no ethnicity, like, okay, Hispanic, but like I tell people, this is baby Mexico. The church wise, if you're into spirituality or relationship with God, still mega churches have yet to find a mega church. Like, they have small churches, but it's like, man, it's so outdated to where it reminds me of home so much that I can probably preach the pastor sermon every week. You're not learning anything new. Let's see what else you guys will want to know. Homelessness is picking up a lot out here. Like, you think California is something. I feel like Arizona is heading that way because it's hard. I feel like you guys are upping the minimum wage and things, but you're not paying people more at that job that's like making 28 an hour. If the minimum wage go up an hour, you should be paying people more. You get what I'm saying? Pay them an hour more. You get what I'm saying? Things like that. It's like, yeah, you guys go up on minimum wage, but you don't give that, you know, what can I call it? The assessment for people that's already working so that it can match. If I'm still getting paid the same I've been getting paid, minimum wage then went up in the cost of living, why aren't you changing my pay? Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, to match. So I feel like that's what's happening a lot. It's a lot of homelessness coming on out here. Like, I feel like in the next 5 years, Arizona's gonna be another California, if I can be honest. Price of gas, oh my god, I've seen some of the worst gas prices out here, from $5, $6. I've seen it as low now, which is in January, like $2.83, $3 something. So it have went down a little bit, but it was a time where $40 for a 2019 Ford Fusion was maybe a half tank. You get what I'm saying? What else? You still got that 2057 ID expire, so it doesn't expire at the normal 4 years or whatever. You literally gonna be an old woman before your license expire, which is crazy. You don't need to take a driver's test out here to get a new license. You just come with the license you got from the other state and they give it to you right away. If you don't have a license, you got to take a written exam, but Arizona doesn't make you get on the freeway, which is weird because nobody out here can drive. I feel like the accidents are getting worse. The insurance is getting higher. Like, right now, I pay $277 a month for Geico for full coverage for a 2019 Ford Fusion. Bought her off the lot with 0 miles, but that was back in 2019. Y'all get what I'm saying? So I feel like everything is going up. The people is becoming more cultural, but it's like depending on the city you go to, like Glendale, Avondale. You got like your little cliques. It's more brunch places. It's more good people, like I said, opening in business and things like that. Childcare is about the same, high as hell. I feel like if you're gonna come out here, this is my advice to you. If you're gonna come out here, stack up, y'all. You can't just come to Arizona with kids and think you're gonna make it. Like, have at least 10 to 12 bands to play around with, because you might come without a car, you might, you know, or you might do, but it's like, if that don't last, you gotta have a backup plan. Everybody village is not out here. You get what I'm saying? Like mine. None of my family is out here, but it's like, I go through that. I went through that for 5 years. You know, not having nobody watch my child, paying $230 a week for childcare. You get what I'm saying? Now she's in, what, 1st grade? Which is great for my pockets, but it's like everybody doesn't have that. So look for a job, apply to that job, set a interview, and get the job. Visit out here for like a week, you know, and see how you like it. Don't just move off of, I gotta get away. You get what I'm saying? Like, actually want to get away and then make a plan. Don't just come out here like you're gonna be asked out. I'm trying to tell you, because it gets crazy out here. What else can I talk about? I don't think, well, they've come up with new ice cream places. Restaurants, they came up with new restaurants, like food chains. What else do I think you guys want to know? Scorpion and snakes, excuse me, things like that. I've never seen the scorpion or a snake since I've been out here, and I also don't live by the mountain, so I can't really talk about that. A lot of people like, it's scorpions and snakes. No, it's not. Depending on where you live, man. And in Phoenix, no, there's nothing out here like that. A lot of malls, so you don't ever really get bored when it comes to shopping. What else? Still don't have a daylight savings. I don't know if y'all know that, but Arizona is the only state to me that doesn't change like daylight savings. I don't know if it's any other state, but it doesn't. The city, inner city, doesn't snow, but Flagstaff does. What else? It doesn't really get too cold. Like 35 is probably gonna be your low. What else? That's about it, y'all. But those are the things I feel like you need to know before moving to Arizona. Like, you know, find this video informative. If you have any questions, I am more than happy to help you, because I came down here with 11 month-old, as some of y'all know, and I didn't have no help. I had to figure it out, but I did have money, and money made it easier for me to be able to, you know, be comfortable and not stress so much. Like, I gotta find a job. Thankful enough, I got to work at Pepsi when I first got down here. Now I am a repair and support technician, production technician, and so I build the red light cameras and the cabinets and things for like the Halo system. I don't know if you ever seen them, but if you speed or if you run that red light, I build those pretty much. What else? Yeah, it's just more expensive than it was. Opportunities are still the same. You just have to apply yourself. But if you're a business owner, I honestly think you'll make it just fine. If you can honestly say that Arizona doesn't have it, because they're always looking for new things to support. At least I am. You get what I'm saying? We have a whole Midwest candy store out here. Nobody ever can say that they did that. We have that. We have the Chicago snacks. We have the Detroit snacks. We have the St. Louis, Ohio, whoever you can think of from the Midwest. We try to get their snacks, and now we have a TikTok shop. So make sure y'all go support that under Midwest Candy Store. And that's about it. But if y'all have any questions, like I said, it is a lot of second chance apartments out here also for felons and people that got evictions and things like that. So if you guys want that, just let me know. I can also send you guys links to the apps that I use for like extra cash, where you get paid the same day, 1099s and things like that. I'm also willing to help you guys with that. If you need advice about childcare or where the shelter's at or whatever it is, just let me know in the comments, and I will do my best to answer and get back to all of you at the same time, if not the following day or whenever I get some time, y'all. But I thank y'all for tuning in and watching this video. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Until next time.